Now, is everyone here absolutely sure you want to stay? A baby's got room for 6, remember? It won't be a squeeze.
I'm sure about it, Ventura. You just enjoy yourself now and make sure you keep Joanna safe later.
I am sure that Ventura will, General.
She can take care of herself, Hitch. She's healing up well, really. Isn't that right, Sirvard?
Yep, she's a fighter, that Cabo Mooshian.
Fine, I trust you, Duke. I just want to make sure she's alright. I want to make sure she makes out of all this alright.
Good night, Marion. A Sirvard here.
Well, I suppose Hitch feels responsible for what happened to Joanna. She did convince her to turncoat from the Legion. That seems to make sense.
Yeah, that's right. Ventura, this is supposed to be a send-off for you. Let's just try to enjoy ourselves.
I am, though. It's how I get my kicks, Hitch. You should know this by now. Say, Master Burjhess, I heard that the escaped Soleotch Free State ships are in negotiations with the mutant fleets for safe refuge. I could always drop you off if you wanted to rejoin your people.
Yeah, I'd heard that. Max told me before she left that she'd be going to meet with an ambassador from Fleet 4.
Really? You choose to stay here to die with Avak, Sevan, and I?
I can't say I'd have thought it possible either just a month ago. The queen's whelp falls from the nest before its first decision doesn't get back up. Be like if you had joined Ventura on his wanderabout, General.
And what is that supposed to mean?
No offense meant, Hitch. No offense at all.
Hey, Sevan. Doing alright? Don't seem to be at 100% right now.
It's just a bad cold, probably earth germs I haven't been exposed to before. Plenty of antibiotics, though. The mob didn't take any when they left, it seems. What fear does the fighter have of the city's bane? So say the... I wonder how they're doing out there. Do you think they'll have reached the lineage's forces by now, Hitch?
I can't really say. Nothing's predictable about these people, the cult of the Adversary. I'm just glad we don't have to worry about them anymore.
They might come back. You never know what Avak's going to do. I really would have liked to have spent more time with the guy. He's quite interesting.
Certainly.
Is that why you're staying, Marion? You just gotta know?
Maybe. I simply don't know.
Well, why are you staying here then? I don't mind. Ventura doesn't mind. The surviving nobles definitely don't mind.
It's complicated, Hitch.
Why don't you tell me then, Marion? I'll be gone soon, and I'm very curious to know. I do consider myself a student of the human psyche in life, and it would be nice to confirm a hypothesis of mine.
Marion doesn't owe anything to anyone. If he doesn't want to say, he can choose not to.
No, I'd like to know.
If you insist, Shingu. I feel that with the fall of the Soleotch Free State and in living through Avak's reign, I have already died in a very real way. Foundations of all my beliefs were revealed to be pointless, especially my own superiority. People I respected showed themselves to be savages, and though there might be a new Soleotch Free State, I can no longer fill the place there that I had.
You read too much of Sirvard's books, Meister Burjhess. Come on, give us your answer.
That was it.
Yeah, it seems to make sense, General. Well, it looks like my time is up.
Wait a second, I just want to be sure. Meister Burjhess, say something, please. That wasn't your real answer, right? You wouldn't say that, seriously.
I did, though.
Hitch, that was Joanna messaging me on my pager. She's ready to go. Does everyone want to say a final goodbye?
Sorry, Ventura, but I think it would be better if I got some rest. But I could still wish you a safe journey. Find joy wherever you go, Roig. Live life to the fullest.
You too, Duke. Well, for the next 2 weeks. That wasn't too dark, was it?
No, it's only accurate.
Oh, hello, Adversary. Are you using the command center for something?
No, Hitch. One is simply engaged in thought. How is yourself and Duke Jorda?
Fine. It's fine, Adversary. So, where is everyone?
Yes. Where are your devoted followers, Adversary?
They're away at war, General. You should know the good fight goes on until the bitter end. Always.
Thanks for the solid jab, Avak. Please just tell me what you are actually doing. I've led these people into battle. They're far too disorganized to win this war.
They will fight, however, die, and kill in huge numbers. That's the general idea.
What is the point of doing all this? You did a good job of organizing a coup, consolidating power, and just when you could have built up an army and actually won with a united front, you just threw our people away. Avak, tell me why, as a friend.
Hitch, can we speak freely in front of Duke Jorda?
I assure I assure you, I will be no bother. For various reasons, don't concern yourselves with me.
One is sorry to doubt you and apologizes also for various reasons, Duke Jorda. Why don't we just relax for a short while beforehand, Hitch? Then see where the conversation takes us.
No, Avak. I need to know. You threw it away. That's concrete fact. Don't hide from it. Why did you throw it away? Don't you care about the revolution, Avak?
One doesn't want it to be like this, Hitch. 2 old friends at each other's throats? A travesty. But an individual travesty. The lineage is a historical travesty, significant in the story of humanity. Do you accept this, Hitch?
Okay, so what you're saying is that any loss of life doesn't matter compared to the victory of the revolution? But we could have done it, Avak.
You left years ago, Hitch. The lineage has produced new devices that we wouldn't have dreamed of before. Teleporters, mechanical scions, greater thinking machines to coordinate it all. They've only been throwing their rejects at us.
Well, so have we.
Once again, we see how we aren't so different after all. One missed your company dearly, Hitch. How did you stand it in this place? Seems so horrid, this soulish free state.
Aye, at times I actually considered going back before I lost myself in subtle influence of high society.
It is supremely difficult, certainly, General. I'm glad to still find you here, and Marion is well on the way to creating him.
Duke Jorda, are you sure you don't need medical attention?
Leave him be, Hitch. He can care for himself.
Thank you. Thank you, Adversary.
Then tell me this, Avak. Why did so many people have to die? And why did you even start this war initially?
It's all about helping the revolution, Hitch. A death today, a bad impression today, will help prevent one tomorrow. And so the revolution prospers. Do you understand, Hitch?
So you're sacrificing people's real lives for the abstract idea of revolution?
Aren't you also also doing that.
Yes, but it's my own life to give. Also, you should really get some medicine, Sirvard. That cough doesn't sound good. But anyway, Avak, I'm not looking for a formal debate. I just want answers.
You don't find my answers satisfying and don't wish to argue one way or another. One cannot help, friend.
You just give a better explanation, Avak. You made yourself out to be a god. You should have something better to say about it.
But what is the adversary, Hitch? The physical manifestation of chaos in the universe.
Since when, Avak? When did you become the adversary? I've heard you talk about this. I respect it as religious belief, even if it does seem a bit silly. But tell me why the adversary... Avak! Help me take him to sickbay. We should have never let him stay out here for as long as he has. Come on, Avak. Come on, Avak!
It's a tragedy, Hitch, but there's nothing for one to do. Sirvard has known he was going to die for a long time.
I don't care about that, Avak. I never cared about that, Cripe. Just help me out with this.
Sirvard had an advanced form of the Ouroboros plague, Hitch. He knew he was going to die for months now. No one else did. He was able to diagnose himself.
Fine, I'll do it alone. Can't you just magic me some help, adversary?
I'm afraid there's nothing one can do, Hitch.
Frack that!
Is anyone else coming, adversary?
Who else would come? Does one see another here besides the three of us? They're all fighting.
They're killing and dying, Avak, that's all. Now, then, a man has died. I want at least some semblance of a real funeral. Their ritual will help us through this.
He just collapsed, you said. I guess there was warning, but it still seems very sudden.
Well, it sure seemed just as much the case for Sirvard.
Aye, you never get used to death. It's something you have to accept, but there's always resistance. That's the point of the thing. Here, this is a good spot. Not quite as mucky as the surrounding area.
One still doesn't understand the need for this. The burial seems unnecessary.
I've put up with your fracking Kipolana, Avak. Here. If you can cut through a spinal cord, you can dig up some dirt. You've proven your strength.
Hitch, if this isn't for my benefit, you don't have to go through all this. I'm fully capable of mourning alone.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Meister Burjhess, but this is to show respect for the dead. It's nothing this war has lacked up until now. But also I have my own grief to deal with, so Avak, please dig.
One complies, General San Martino.
So many have died. So many have died. So much has been lost.
Makes you wonder why we started all this, doesn't it?
I have no blame for this, General. I was against this, always. None of this should have happened, really.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say you had blame for the war. I will take all of it. It's all mine. This wouldn't have happened if I hadn't brought Avak to the council.
There are actually a lot of different ways one could make a necessary impression to put this plan in motion. You were very helpful in providing one. The purpose of helping with grief, Hitch? Why don't you and Major Burjhess talk about the life of the deceased?
Isn't that done usually after the body is buried? Meister Burjhess, isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Common practice for nobles is that they are taxidermied and then their body is displayed for a public week of mourning. The body is carefully guarded, and mourners from all walks of life are encouraged to take offerings for the different gods, along with messages to honor the deceased. These messages should be short, and any political message should be incorporated to hearty praise, or at least that's what my old mentor taught me. I've never seen the practice done firsthand, and I think it's pretty archaic at this point.
So, this whole event is a farce?
A steel field would be helpful, however.
If you want to leave, Avak, I can finish your job. You can go to wherever you like to hide out and wait for the lineage.
One simply sees no point. There is no significance to this ritual. It's empty.
I don't care, Adversary. I want to do the funeral.
You fill one's heart, young Marion.
What?
Never mind, Marion. One must talk to you later. Right now, we are honoring a good man. A very good man.
So now you want to do the funeral.
One will gladly dig, Hitch. You know how used one is to manual labor? Who wants to start their commemorations to Sirvard?
I can go first. Although I pretended fiercely, I really only got to know Duke Jorda very close to his death. Duke Jorda was the best teacher I ever had. He taught me how to deal with a dark time for myself and everyone. I had no idea what to do, how to act, much like when I was extremely young. Unlike my teachers then, Duke Jorda didn't fill that void, he rather simply gave me a tool set which have used and currently using. Try to fill it myself. I'm coming into my own, and for that I know so I would be proud. He had to try to say something for his whole fracking life for someone to finally listen. Here I brought some of our last good things. Here's for you, Duke.
Here's for you!
It's good to let out, you know?
Definitely, Marion.
Is it time to bury the Duke?
One thinks this is good enough. Should one do the honors, or would you like to, Hitch?
Does anyone mind if I do it?
Of course not, Marion.
Did you want to say something about Sirvard?
I don't think I can match what you said, Marion. That was fantastic. You'll have a good lineage, I'm sure of it.
Well, until we all die at the hands of lineage seraphims or bombers or some such horror. Till then, Sirvard has a great lineage.
Avak, I suppose it's only accurate. But still, never mind. I think we're done here. If you want to do something else.
No, Hitch. One is more than fine sitting out here watching the young Marion bury his dead mentor and friend. One finds it a good reminder of all that one has wrought.
I know you think your actions were necessary, but I don't
Can
like...
both of you please just stop arguing so I can finish this? A man is dead and I am burying him.
One will leave the young Marion in peace for his task, Hitch. One thinks you should do the same, although perhaps in another direction. Yes?
That would be good.
Young Marion, are you done with your task?
I am. But I came to talk to you about something else. I want to ask you about some of the things you've done, some of your behavior.
One has done many things, which in particular, one can assume you mean the heated conversations between Hitch and oneself.
You aren't offended at all, Adversary? I expected some resistance. Why don't you mind?
The lineage forces are closer than one previously thought. They won't reach us in 2 weeks, but 2 days.
2
Before
days?
then-
You're absolutely certain about this? 2 days?
Yes, in 2 days. But before then, there are some things one would like to do. There are some things which one would like off one's chest. Things which Hitch found hard to accept.
I'm sorry, Avak, but I can't accept 2 days. I accepted 2 weeks as well as I could, but...
Young Marion, even if it's difficult, just please let me talk. This is very important to me. You said something about Sirvard's lineage? What I'm about to tell you is mine.
Okay, I suppose I understand that. Can we take a walk? I think the fresh air would help me focus.
It's not really fresh. All of this air is recycled.
The recyclers are outside, though. It's, freshly recycled air. That's what I mean by fresh.
No offense was meant, young Marion. So, one's reasons for starting a war that one knew would lead only to death and violence is the great question. Isn't that right, Marion? One wants to tell you a story for a world without the Adversary. 1,000 years from now, in the year 3321, there will be another revolution. All paths lead to this. But in a world without the Adversary, young Marion, this revolution would be like the one you've seen. Murder and fire in the streets, chaos and murder and death. It would act so quickly that the lineage would have no choice but to respond in kind. The resulting biological warfare would end humanity.
You paint a bleak picture, Adversary. Where do you want to go now, then?
Make whatever choice you'd like. One cares not where we speak.
I want to go down to the spaceport. Go on, then. I'm listening.
All of our ships launched long ago. There's no way to leave.
I know that, Adversary. It just seems like a fitting place to talk. A place where I can remember everyone who's left me. Literally like Sevan Soleotch, and figuratively like Master Boros.
One understands your grief. But Max was a threat to the Adversary's revolution. She really could have brought peace and a more successful revolution.
But ultimately it would have failed. Thus spake the Adversary.
Marion, have faith in the Adversary. Trust me. If the Adversary's revolution and its incredible violence, genocide and suicide, men and women like Max can lead the revolution to freedom and victory. But this time wasn't the time. A reasonable revolution this time would be a martyr to inspire vigor in that of tomorrow. We need a violent revolution now to inspire restraint in that of tomorrow. The Adversary was necessary. I was necessary.
But what if I don't have faith in the Adversary?
That is fine, young Marion. Just remember my words. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand. But I'm going to die in 2 days anyway. This won't help anything. How could it?
One foresees it. Your role in the narrative will provide a hopeful figure, as will Hitch's.
So, you've killed millions today to create a narrative that 1,000 years from now will support a less violent and more successful revolution?
One knows it sounds like out of Bedlam, but it is true. Trust me, Marion.
Well, I've heard your argument, Adversary. I know exactly why you did what you did. I comprehend it perfectly. You cannot argue that I do not. I do not fracking care, though. Max is dead, Sovereign Grec is dead, Martino Yogsbi is either dead or in lineage custody, which may as well be the same thing, and everyone else I ever knew is either floating endlessly in space or is under the domain of strange creatures that haven't resembled humans for over 200 years. I don't care about your kipple. You didn't even bother to claim yourself a psychic. You went straight into some ridiculous story about being chaos or something. So, I just can't find it in myself to fracking care, Avak.
This is one of the three paths one saw coming from one's plan. One is sorry to see it was this one. One hoped to find a happier goodbye.
You just said all the ships are gone. I can confirm this. In what way are you going to leave?
I am going to the bathroom, Marion. Bye.
Adversary, where are you going? Adversary, there's not a bathroom over there. Avak. Avak, talk to me. Avak, if Hitch and I are going to be martyrs of the less violent side of your revolution, then what will you be?
I must be the savage warrior who kills indiscriminately and shows the ultimate cowardice of the butcher by refusing to face his enemy on the field of honor, but also not being able to face defeat.
Avak, you don't have to do this. We can just make up a story, right? It's all about stories, isn't it? We can just do that, can't we? If the story is all that matters.
I've checked. Marion, there is no other way. Goodbye. Then.
Avak, no! Avak, no! No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh.